Okay, Greeks, surrender your weapons.
Yep, that's Xenophon, trapped in the middle of Persia, nearly 2,000 miles away from home, and everybody between here and there wants to kill him. And as if this day couldn't get any weirder, well, you made me president? You're probably wondering how he got himself in this situation. Well, it all started one day in the market. This video is brought to you by 1440. 1440 is a quick and digestible news source that keeps you informed at the top of the morning without the clickbait and spin of news websites, social media, or heaven forbid, cable. Every morning they send you an email with the biggest headlines of the day. I like to read mine in bed as I wake up. It makes me feel like one of those people who wakes up early to go run a mile before clocking into the office, even on those days where I'm like, aha, 11:30 is technically morning. There's something nice about going, look, police reform fell through, world leaders are being shot, and Chinese Lehman Brothers is sending us all back to 2008. Ooh, and the Dow is up 1%. And then bam, that's it. That's the news. I'm not wallowing in comment sections. There's not an infinite scroll of new things for me to be angry about. It just feels so much more healthy and productive. And you too can get informed without the BS. There's a link in the description box, or you can go to join1440.com/JackRackham to subscribe to 1440 for free. Once upon a time in ancient Greece, there was a man named Xenophon, who was as ancient Greek as a man could get. He studied under Socrates, wrote political philosophy, even got himself banished, but let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Athens used to be hot shit, but they lost a big war against Sparta, and now their society's in shambles, and there's a bunch of folks who are really good at stabbing people who really need jobs. Well, one day in the market, young Xenophon ran into a Persian prince with a big crowd who was telling everybody,
Okay, so we got this big war that's been under development for a few years. We've been trying to keep it under wraps, but we think with the right team, this could be something really special. So, the studio sent me over here because they told me you guys are the best at what you do. It's us against the rebel governor in Persia. You get copy credit meals, and at the end of it, we're gonna send you home with a big bonus.
Socrates is there too, and he said,
I don't like the look of this guy. You know how many suckers they pull saying they pay royalties on a war that never gets anywhere?
But it's gonna be in Persia? There's a cast of thousands. Tell me that won't look good on my resume.
Tell you what, you go to the Oracle, see what she says.
Oh, wise oracle, I come to you with questions about the war in Persia.
Let me see. Oh, merciful Hades, this war!
Should I sacrifice to Ares or Apollo before I go?
My God, I hate to break it to you, but...
Ares or Apollo?
Apollo.
She said I should start sacrificing! Wow, Cyrus. What a very large army you have.
All the better to bring victory with.
And what an unusual route we are taking.
All the better to surprise him with.
Are we going to war with the Persian king?
What? No. Oh, we're going to war with the king! I know this may come as a shock, but if you want to brave several thousand miles of hostile wilderness by yourself, you're welcome to turn around.
Aw, I bloody knew it! So it might not have been what any of the Greeks signed up for, but well, it was a little too late to turn back now. And anyway, Cyrus's army was huge, and it wouldn't be long before they met the Persian king in battle. The fight was long and bloody, but at the end of the day, the Greeks stood strong with not a man fallen. The war was won. They returned to camp to await their payment.
Gentlemen!
Why, if it isn't our favorite Persian ally? Why is our camp burned down?
Well, I'm afraid we've lost the war.
What? How?
To glory!
Oh my God.
Yeah, bummer. But good show, lads. Good show. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got some butts to kiss.
I mean, we beat his army. I don't suppose you want to be king?
No, I'd be dead within a week. Oop, looks like you boys are in some trouble. Ta-ta!
Greeks, surrender your weapons!
Hey, you want to be king?
What? No, we just had a war about this.
Yeah, it'd be great if we could get paid for winning the war, you know? Like, otherwise, we're gonna have to fight you again. Sir, they did just kick our butts.
That they did, Clarence. That they did. Okay, Greeks. You drive a hard bargain. Your payment shall be going home alive. Come along, I'll show you the way.
Thanks for guiding us out of Persia. I don't know what we'd do without you. You know, the guys are all anxious, but you've had so many chances to betray us. I mean, we would be really screwed if you did. But you haven't. I just want you to know you're my best friend ever.
Oh man, you're so right. We really are the best. Hey, if you guys are anxious, why don't we all just sit down together and we can have the same conversation with the rest of the generals so they all know what good guys we are.
Your generals betrayed us, but your other generals reported him, so we've decided to bring them all to the capital to honor them. Also, hand over your weapons.
Sure thing. Just as soon as the other generals come back. So the Greeks ran north as fast as they could. With all their leaders dead, they elected Xenophon as their new commander. With so many men under their banner, they effectively have to act as their own country, an impromptu republic roaming the lands beside the Tigris River. They crossed through barren deserts, abandoned cities of yore, old pyramids and empty fortresses, snow-capped mountains, but the Persians were just behind them, peppering them with arrows from horseback. Xenophon's men plowed on for days, offering no resistance until they could take no more. He ordered the horses from their supply train to be unhitched and formed a roughshod cavalry to meet the Persians in battle. The Persians, unprepared, were scattered all at once with a shock charge. From there, the Greeks crossed the river by sewing together animal corpses and using them as a bridge to enter the land of the Carduchians, the natural enemies of Persia. Gentle people of the mountain, we are the enemies of your enemies, seeking passage through your lands. If we may cross peacefully, on my word as an honorable Athenian...
Trespassers!
Run away! But each time they traveled through new Persian provinces, they were met by a new army refreshed and ready for battle.
Hey friends, I got a deal for you. Don't burn anything down. I'll let you march through my land and guide you out. Deal?
Yeah, alright. We'll just take a breather for a couple days before you betray us.
Why, I would never betray you.
Hey, Xenophon! We found these guys in those mountains up ahead.
Yeah, we were totes gonna ambush you.
Okay, we are not doing that again. Now lay down your arms.
You'll never take us alive!
What? No, we're not. Where are you running? It's a cliff! Greek Clarence, stop them! Guys, wait, I hate this empire. What? The men! It's an ambush! I'm coming!
See? It's the sea! We're saved! See!
By the gods. Wrong sea, innit? Thank Poseidon, the ancient Greeks operate a network of friendly seaside colonies stretching the length of the Mediterranean. So, we've made it to the sea. How do we get ships?
Ooh, I know a guy in Sparta. He's an admiral. He commands enough ships to send for all of us.
I like the way you think. All right, men, here's what we do. Chrysophis here is gonna buy a boat and sail back to Sparta. Now the rest of us, well, we've just added to the population of this small seaside town by 10,000. We have no money to acquire provisions legally, and we're still surrounded by enemies outside the city walls. So, until Carpopolis comes back with those ships, it looks like we're gonna have to keep ourselves busy with these people's side quests. And so they helped that little city-state fight its enemies until they ran out of places to raid and had to take to the road again, making their way west in hopes that charisma prophets would find them.
Sir, maybe we could cover more ground if we split up.
Good thinking, soldier! This was terrible thinking! Why did no one point out how much easier it would be for the Persians to fight 3 smaller armies instead of 1 larger one? All in favor of executing the next idiot who suggests splitting up.
Aye!
Wait, is that?
It's Corpusophagus!
At last I found you!
Cosmopolitan.
Chrysophis.
Where are the rest of the boats?
The what?
The boats. From your admiral friend.
Oh, yes. He didn't send any boats, but he did send his congratulations on winning the battle in Persia.
I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him!
Spartan Admiral, Admiral of Sparta.
Hi, just your friendly neighborhood Persian governor calling. You need to get these guys out of my province. I'll pay you.
Fine. I'll send a guy to go pick them up. We were gonna share those! Bite me!
A ship! Boys, get your act together!
I am Cleander, Spartan ruler of Byzantium, keeper of the strait between Europe and Asia.
Where are the rest of your boats?
The what? Oh, yes. Well, you know how things are. Good lord, what is happening here? Such barbaric behavior. Perhaps you shouldn't be allowed in our city after all.
No, please, we'll be good.
Fine. But you're walking the rest of the way to Byzantium.
We made it.
Wonderful. Now, first things first, we've got a job for you. Go wait outside and we'll send you to fight our enemies.
Whoa, guys! We've already got the whole Persian world trying to kill us. Let's not make it the Greek world too. Okay?
I'll take you to Greece, but the rest of the army is on their own.
Deal. And so, Xenophon crossed the Hellespont, and in time, the rest of the army made their way over on their own and began to disband.
So, pretty good, right? Got rid of that army?
Oh, yeah, but your term as admiral expired, so you're just a dude with no boats. I'm gonna keep my money.
Xenophon, do not let your army go home!
Well, it's still winter. It's dangerous to sail home. I've got no money to stay in the friendly country, so if I'm gonna be raiding a hostile country, back to Asia Minor it is. But you had better pay up.
You know, I'm a little light on cash.
Bro, I have an army with me. We fought the Persian army. We fought the mountain people. We fought like 5 different governors. We have been marching for 3 years. You are going to pay us. And if we don't get to go home, neither do you. And so, after 3 long years since Xenophon last saw Athens, the Spartans took him to Pergamon, the end. He doesn't even make it back to Athens. The book just ends. Are you disappointed? Because I am. He goes to some Greek city down the coast in Turkey, and the Spartans hire him to do more war. The audiobook is 9 hours long, and it just ends in Pergamon. He fights for Sparta for 5 more years, and then Athens banishes him for fighting with Sparta. He never goes home. He just retires eventually and writes books. The end.